Let's keep it moving.
Where are we going next, Matt Green? Are we going to the BYU? Man, it's so weird. The Big 12 BYU Cougars 5.5. Matt Green, where are you leaning?
Let's see. I was trying to pull their schedule up. You lead us off.
So BYU, another team here where it's like this is going to be a big adjustment for the Cougars, but I don't hate their schedule. You look at this, you get Texas Tech at home, it's a big one. At West Virginia, it's not as scary as it once was. You get Oklahoma at home, which is nice. Iowa State at home, which is nice. You got to go to Texas, but you probably weren't winning that game anyway. You got to go to TCU. It's tough. At Arkansas, that's probably a loss. But you open with Sam Houston State, Southern Utah 2-0. At Kansas, toss-up game. Cincinnati at home's great. This looks to me like a pretty manageable first year in the Big 12 welcoming party to the conference, and this feels like they're going to hit the over. I wouldn't doubt Kalani Sitake, who's one of the better coaches in the sport. I don't think they're going to miss a bowl game. 5-5 feels too low. This feels like a 7-5 schedule to me. So I'm going to go 7-5, and they actually hit the over, even losing their QB to the NFL. They sneaky just replace and move on. Like they're just going to have a good offense. They're just going to have a good defense. They hired a new associate head coach who's kind of a legend in the FCS ranks. And I want to pull up his name because he was a big offseason under the radar hire for them. And I want to get his name, but he was at, I believe, Weber State for a really long time. And it's going to be running the defense because that was the thing about BYU, which was weird last year, is their defense was terrible. The offense was still really good by and large, but the defense really took a huge step back, and that was kind of their downfall. But it's just Jay Hill is his name. So he's going to be the defensive coordinator, and he was the head coach at Weber State for 8 years, and it's just a big addition for them. So I'm pretty optimistic about that hire and what he was able to do there and the fit for him. And I think that'll be big. So I'm going to say they hit the over 7-5-ish for their first year.
I mean, you look at just their road schedule, and you got at Arkansas, at Kansas, at TCU, at Texas, at West Virginia. As bad as West Virginia might be, going into Morgantown is never easy. At Oklahoma State as well, that's a tough road schedule. Like they have to go basically undefeated at home, just about and they play Oklahoma at home, Texas Tech. So I'm not sure because I think Arkansas is a definite loss. So to get a loss out of conference, I think isn't a good start. So I'm going to go
rather
under.
get the toss-up games at home? Like I think a lot of the games you just mentioned on the road, they were not winning anyway. Like I would rather not burn a home game against Texas.
But West Virginia is a team that they should be, that they probably should be better than. But in Morgantown on the other side of the country, for your classic Big 12 matchup of BYU and West Virginia, that could be a tricky one. I'm gonna go under.
Ooh, okay. UCF 7.5. We talked about them a little bit here. You know where I'm leaning. I think this feels like an 8-4, 9-3 schedule for John Reese Plumlee's team and Gus Malzahn here. Does it feel like they're hitting the over for you, Matt Green?
I'm gonna go under on Central Florida here. At Boise State, second game of the season, that's not gonna be easy. At Kansas State, at Oklahoma, at Cincinnati, at Texas Tech, they got some tough road games as well. So I like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I think they might be in for a rude awakening, playing a full Power 5 schedule.
Wow. I don't know, man. They were good last year.